It's because its mouth
The
is
mouth
in the
is
middle.
squid.
Its brain is shaped like a donut, and its mouth is in the middle hole of the donut.
What does that mean? Is its brain like super squishy and delicious, so they would just get picked out of the food chain before the squid could become the dominant species on Earth and totally sentient?
Well, first of all, it's totally sentient and pretty dominant if you have seen a giant squid or the colossal squid.
Yeah, okay, you could say the giant
Yeah.
squid is this.
That's the
He's so
that's the
bad.
apex predator.
He's such a
That's the
badass.
apex
But the
predator.
real fact of the matter is, like, can't be that bad. There's only like a handful of them. Can't be that many of them,
They
right?
can only fight a whale.
Are they?
The biggest animal?
Yeah, but I could kick a whale's ass.
Yeah.
That's not really saying much. Those things are
But the
fucking
whales
pussies.
and the squids eat each other, and we know this.
Here's a question.
Did you hear how like this whale milk would be for you?
All I heard was snail milk.
Whale milk. No,
Whale
like they
milk.
say
Whale
milk
milk sounds way more tempting than
Well,
snail
whale
milk
milk
does.
is about 6 bathtub loads, so you can take.
No, that's its cum.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That wasn't milk that you drank.
no, no.
Is the giant squid a separate species of squid, or is it just a squid that's been allowed to grow to its fullest extent, reach its
There's
highest power
giant
levels?
squid and there are colossal squid, and they look
Yeah,
like the colossal
some
squid
squids
got
that
these
are
hook
huge.
things, and it's different looking, and both of them like can eat whales.
But are they like?
Yeah.
All right. Because see, and you talking, I'm not that impressed by this fucking squid. I don't think they even really exist.
it
To be
eats
honest,
a whale.
The
It eats
kraken
a
that they
whale.
once talked about was a creature that lived on the sea that was the size of an island. That wasn't what we're just talking about here. The real horror of the squid ecosystem is the Humboldt squid. Am I wrong?
Humboldt squid.
They're like 6 feet long, and they'll just swim up on you and kill your ass in the water.
It's
I
not
believe.
even a very big squid, though, is it?
No, but that's what's scary about it. Is this motherfucker's like hunting you like one-on-one. You got to hold your own against this creature. I'm pretty sure they've killed like a
What
lot of
about the
people.
fucking Australian blue
The tree squids.
Jumbo squid. See, this is a
ring
jumbo squid. I'm talking
octopus?
about giant and colossal.
Yeah.
And you're afraid of jumbo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You ever
it's
been
not the
fishing?
size of the squid. It's the motion of the ocean. Whatever.
Motion of
You know what they say. You know, that's what they say. They always tell me when I'm talking about like
I'm seeing
fucking
4
squids.
feet. 4 feet.
Getting sucked off by a squid. Get those hooks deep in me and just pull.
They got beaks though. That's the problem. Beaks.
Yeah.
That's a problem. I think that's a benefit to me.
3-part beak.
Numerous accounts. This is the Humboldt squid. This is my most feared. This is number one on my scary squid list. I believe, I don't know, Kay has a whole different idea of number one on his fucking scary squid list. Humboldt squid. Numerous accounts have the squid attacking fishermen and divers. Their coloring and aggressive reputation have earned them the nickname Diablos Rojos, Red Devils, from fishermen off the coast of Mexico, as they flash red and white when struggling on a line, that's terrifying too. Imagine being like, you're out in the water, your fucking boat sank, you're floating there in the open ocean. These fucking squid are getting mighty antsy. They're flashing all different colors before they fucking suck your ass off. Although Humboldt squid have a reputation of being aggressive towards humans, some disagreement exists on the subject. All right, come on, don't be skeptics now. This is just getting cool. So recent footage of shoals of these animals demonstrates a tendency to meet unfamiliar objects aggressively. My point is, they got big old beaks. They'll fucking jam it inside you, suckers all over you as you sink to the fucking depths. I'm assuming they've killed people. I don't trust Wikipedia anymore. They don't even think Trump's
Wikipedia's
coming
not
back.
trustworthy.
No.
No, the thing is, people get scared of sharks. But have you ever seen like one of those Goliath groupers, where they're like an 800-pound fish
Would that shit just gulp you down? Would it do it?
that's like aggressive and will fucking eat you?
Will it?
Yeah, it's like it's got like a mouth, like a bass. It can like open its mouth to be like 8 foot wide if it's like one of those 800-pound ones.
That is freaky, dude. That is freaky. And it makes you, like,
Yeah.
a lot of people have probably just gone missing, like, in water. And like, oh, I don't know,
Yeah.
riptides, some shit. But, like, you have no fucking idea. You have no
What
goddamn
grabbed
idea.
them? Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
talked about like blue holes and shit. The way like something could like reach in and go through some channel from the sea to like even fresh water potentially, and
Yeah,
like
like
people just
bull
go
sharks.
missing. Yeah, that's a
Huh.
very common example.
Yeah, I've caught a bull shark before, not in fresh water, in a brackish water, but I've
Brackish,
caught one that weighed about 45 pounds.
nice. Sped in the chat
Uh,
says, "Hey people." Got Black Baron, Midwest Vikinger, whoop whoop. Scar in the chat, good
uh-oh.
evening. Photon, homies abound. And it is Easter. First and foremost, I got with me Southern Polak,
Yep.
also known as Skinwalker Outdoors.
Yep.
K98 is here.
Hello.
Black Baron
The
is
book
actually in the
club.
call. I don't know.
Also known
Hola.
as Skinwalker Indoors.
Yeah, and Skinwalker indoors.
That's pretty good. Yeah, Greasy may or may not be in the call. He's not here right now. Was he here earlier? Was Greasy here?
Yeah, he's
He's
talking
a
to me.
sleepy boy.
All right,
He's
all
not
right.
coming in.
Now that we've asserted that all the homies are here with us, now I will say Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
There you go. Thank
Happy
you very
Easter, my
much.
friends.
How was everybody's
Anything
holiday?
for me, it's time Sunday.
How was your holiday, Southern?
Good.
It was
Awesome.
alright. I mean, my fucking family doesn't know how to cook, and they ruined a $70 brisket. But other than that, it's alright.
I see. Yeah, my dinner, there were some potatoes that were ruined, but hey, if you're going to ruin something, potatoes are top of the list to be ruined.
Yeah.
No harm, no
Yeah.
foul. I had lots of good food and good drinks today. Fucking, we had brunch, went out to eat later. Fucking, goddamn. I went to this fucking, this like island themed bar and had a bunch of fruity drinks. I'm not ashamed to say it. Then I took a nap. And a nap is all I've gotten in days, is a nap, by the way. So here I am, going strong. Anybody else, Kay?
Yeah, margarita's good.
Margarita.
A daiquiri every now and then.
Not
What
much. I don't
did
want
do
tequila.
today? I did some garden stuff.
I did the
some stuff in
same
my
today.
garden.
I got some flowers and I'm like, fuck it. There's too many flowers in my house. They're going outside. It's like 30 degrees right now. Sorry, flowers. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't do Skinwalker Outdoors. I'm with Baron. We stay inside, homies.
Skinwalker indoors.
Hell yeah. Do we have any hot takes on Easter as a holiday? Now, okay, we can fucking go the old trodden route here. Easter
Resurrection of
Easter
Christ.
equals Ishtar. Easter
I
because the
don't
sun
buy
rises in the
the-
east.
The sun.
I don't buy the Ishtar connection that much because most of what we know with Christianity today came from Europe. I mean, yes, it's a Semitic Middle East religion, but it was developed a lot in Europe, and it took elements of European paganism. So if it has paganism in it, I don't think it's like Semitic paganism. I think it's like European.
Yeah.
Why would you guess that? Because have you been to Germany or Prague?
Yeah, I've been to both.
How about Italy or Spain?
Never did.
Have you ever even been to Israel? How would you know what Easter's like in Israel?
Israel. Israel.
Is not
I don't
real.
think they would let me go there.
Yeah, that's probably
Planet.
true. That's
They would
okay.
pull up my fucking social credit and tell me that.
So I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm with you on the Ishtar connection. What about the
Ishtar.
East connection? Sun rising in the east as the sun rose from the tomb.
Well,
Am I stretching too much there?
He's the man of Sunday resurrected, so
No.
Now,
I mean, it could be. Could be where the name came from.
that could be some weird coincidence, some like wordplay, whatever the fuck. But here's my issue. This is why it sticks with me, is because like you have the Sabbath being turned to Sunday, then you have Christmas, which is the what the fuck is it called?
Yule.
When the sun reaches its lowest point and then starts to rise
Yeah, the
again.
equinox.
Is it the
Winter
equinox?
equinox.
Maybe? I
Or
don't know.
spring equinox.
I'm gonna have to check
That ain't
now.
the spring equinox. That ain't what Christmas is. Have you ever even celebrated Christmas? Dude, it is from
Oh, I
Israel.
mean, fuck. I'm talking about the fucking. Yeah, I was thinking you're talking about the,
Yeah.
Christmas, the spring.
Back to Easter. We can bring it back. Bring it back to the
yeah,
relevant
Easter,
holiday.
yeah.
What's with
Yeah,
those eggs?
that's
What's
what
with
I
those rabbits? Is it all just, it's all fertility symbols, right?
Well,
Is
the
it that
world is
simple?
an egg.
Yeah.
The world is an egg. You know this.
That is true. They say that Osiris was born from a single radiant egg. Maybe the sun? I don't know.
Yeah.
Many people say that the world is an egg.
So the egg,
Yeah,
what's
that's
in
what
the egg?
Billy Corgan said.
What's incubating in this egg? Nazi UFOs?
Yes.
I was gonna say
Yes.
more like Skinwalker Tradwives. Yeah.
Do we all get a skin?
Nazi
As long as you
UFOs.
promise a Skinwalker Tradwife for every, as long as you brought enough for the whole class.
Now that you brought up this problem, we need to resolve this problem.
Scar says,
Skinwalker Threadwives.
Scar says Easter means chocolate. Sped says girly drink nationalism. Hey, people. I like doing that.
That's what Easter's all about. Drinking girly drinks.
That is true. Nobody ever denied it. Yeah, that champagne is a little strong for me. Why don't you mix that with some orange juice? Yeah,
There's
that's
this
brunch,
German
all right.
campaign
Sunny
that I
D,
love.
dude.
It's called Cold Duck, but no one fucking sells it.
What?
Yeah, there's a type of champagne. It's a German kind, and it's called Cold Duck, and it's amazing. But no one sells it anymore because it's like a boomer drink almost.
Ah, I love that bubbly shit. Can't stop me.
Yeah, it's like it. Yeah, it's like it tastes like a grape soda with alcohol. If I had to describe it.
All right, I'm 100% sold. Sold on that one. What else do we have to talk about? I don't really have any updates for the Gathering of the Juggalos situation. We are doing the meetup, fucking 2022, Gathering the Juggalos, baby. We're doing it again. We're doing it right. Got that car pass. Getting them
some
inflatable
money.
furniture.
I just don't know if I'm gonna fucking have it.
That's all good, brother. If it's fucking me and Doro, we'll have a goddamn blast. But I can tell you, everybody out there on tubes.
Oh, I do wanna go.
Fucking partying with Doro is a great time. I'll promise you that. That dude, it's fucking funny. It's like, I feel like I was the only one going into it with like festival experience, but then it's like, yeah, dude.
Festivals are fun.
A great tag team for partying. We had a fucking blast. I would urge everyone to spend that fucking money and go to bumfuck Ohio. For why? For a good time. For blowing up fireworks in the middle of a mosh pit on fucking 10 hits of acid. And I keep saying that, but my point is, like, that level of intensity, tell me where you're getting at. You'd have to commit, like, acts of terrorism to get that much fucking stimuli going on at once. You'd have to have the fucking guns, but I don't know. Let's not say that.
Yeah.
Guns aren't allowed at the Gathering of the Juggalos, okay? We only bring hatchets. My axe is my buddy. Whoop, whoop. So with that, let's go to the fucking promo video. Let's watch that. I meant to play it last week, and I didn't do it. Very important.
Promo.
Oh, here we go.
Motherfuckers say they say some shit in life, and that's good. I did too, right before I busted. Cause the question is, if you could only look at one more motherfucking sight, what the fuck you trying to peep?
No.
Dude, I must go back. This is the Mecca. We're gonna bring Wad. He's gonna start praying to fucking Thorntonville, Ohio. Yeah.
Will convert from Islam to Juggalos.
Yeah, we're gonna go and fucking Juggalos for Muhammad or whatever. We're gonna start the tent. Oh, man. Blasted with diet soda. Whoop, whoop.
See that Walmart ad I posted on the freaking
Okay.
Facebook page?
What's that?
The Walmart Fago ad I've posted in the
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Now, I want everybody to notice on stage, let's get to this again. Is the
that
video
Fago
broken
there?
now? Video's
That's
broken.
Fago there.
It's all Fago, brother. Here, on
Fago.
stage, Fago Apocalypse. Everybody, everyone in the crowd, everyone on stage, everybody covered in fucking diet soda. Somewhere on that stage is our old friend Matt. Completely drenched in fucking diet soda, tripping balls.
Did he leave the fucking chat with that?
What's up?
Did he leave the chat? The
Yeah.
open gathering chat? Like, what was up
I
with
wasn't
that?
gonna dredge all this. I don't know. I'm being nice to Matt. I wasn't mad at the gathering of the Juggalos.
I want him to come back on. He has some good takes sometimes.
You hear that, Matt?
Yeah.
Out there in TV world.
Come back.
Somewhere on that stage is our boy. God, what a glorious night. Let me tell you. I was downloading another video referencing the gathering. Yes, it is finished. Thank God for that. Let's fucking pull this up. Let's go to the tape. This is from an associate. I actually met him at the gathering. We didn't do any work together, even though we talked about it. But Humble Among, he made it the Gathering of the Juggalos 2021 documentary entitled The Carnival. Let's cut to this for a second. So, well, what kind of freaks we got here? Let's look at just some of this fucking dysgenic shit for a second. Look at this. That was a homie, a real homie. Back there, you see the cab of a big old fucking truck. Right next to it is where fucking Flame ended up parking his rig. Not the whole thing, just the cab. That's what it's called, right? I'm not a trucker.
What's the cab?
Somewhere in this clip, a crazy drunk lady runs up.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Definitely welcome home.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at this. You got tears of joy for the gathering of the
That's
Juggalos.
twisted bullshit. Don't even play into it. Don't even play into it.
It's people. It's not the twisted.
Why
Same.
does she look like every e-girl combined into one?
They take that shit seriously. Let me tell you, talking about some rap beefs right now. She's crying over it. Let's go to the crowd real quick.
I will never forget this night so long as I fucking live.
Now, here we have the end of the Gathering of the Juggalos after the last set. After this was the high point, let me tell you. Somewhere on that stage is our friend Matt, like I said. But in the crowd are two familiar faces. Faces which you can't see. Over on the right, that is Flame and that is me, Yakov. Definitely. And you can see Flame fucking giggling over something in the fucking black beater. Me with the fucking scraggly ass soda drenched hair and the fucking bandana. Oh,
my
glad
God.
to be part of this. Even if it's just for a
I love
second.
you so
The red beater, you can see me.
motherfucking much.
Notice I'm like 6 inches taller than Flame. I want everyone to take note of that, by the way.
Rebel flag.
They are. Now, here's a funny story. We're burning the Confederate flag here. And now, a lot of people I know might take umbrage with that, but there is a funny story behind that. As I was going and filling up my my big ass vodka bottle with water because I had drank all of the vodka during that set. And as I'm coming back, the cops are coming down this little path on their fucking on their golf cart, and someone runs out and throws the fucking Confederate flag in front of it as they're forced to drive over it. I guess this is that Confederate flag. So we got all sorts of weird shenanigans going on at the gathering, no doubt about it. But it was a fun time. Southern Polak, will you feel welcomed at the gathering of the Juggalos, or will you fear the Juggalo?
Yes. I will feel welcome because I'm surrounded by a bunch of other fellow retards.
That's it. You just join the freak show, and you that on that day you run away to be part of the circus. Even if you're still in the same place in your real life, in your head, you're always at the circus, brother, with the freaks. That's what I want for me, and you, and everybody in the chat. Where the fuck were we? The hell are we talking? I got some fucking some light bullshit. I couldn't find any new Tila Tequila videos that were worth posting. She's mostly just lip syncing to bad music, but she's wearing stupid fucking clothing. Fucking posted her ass in like the community posts on YouTube and shit. Always a good time. She is waifu. Now I found this article that I didn't know was a thing. This is an old article. When is this from? 2012. March 6, 2012. Tila Tequila hospitalized for brain aneurysm, overdose, and attempted suicide. Do you think that she saw God? Do you think this is when the light started shining through, when a blood vessel in her brain exploded to allow in the Holy Spirit for her to become the bride of Christ?
Yeah. Depends on what kind of drugs.
Well,
let's find out.
You know what done happened?
Always.
She done had a brain damage that gave her a near-death experience.
Yes. So you do think she is the bride of Christ?
Well, I didn't say that. I just said I can understand how she could come to that conclusion.
So it was.
He believes it, yeah.
She overdosed on pills. It is unclear if the drug caused the aneurysm or if it was a tragic simultaneous onslaught to her system. You know what that makes me think of? Gangster computer gods. How the fuck are you gonna fucking OD on pills while also having an aneurysm? It's like it's like Jeffrey Epstein doing the moonsault off the top bunk type shit.
Well, she had the aneurysm situation brewing, and then she took all the pills, and then it popped.
Aneurysm situation brewing. Imagine being so limp-wristed as to say that. Look, dude, we're all living here. We all got jobs. I got an aneurysm situation brewing every single second of my fucking day.
Right?
Tell me about aneurysm situations.
Well, don't be taking pills.
Imagine having a job and not taking pills.
He's gotta have his daily gap.
Dude, I wish, dude. Give me a dog script. Get me on those dog pills again. Make life bearable. You know what I mean? Have those, you eat dog pills and you have dog dreams. You fucking start moving your fucking hands like you're chasing after squirrels and shit. And that's the life for me. I don't want any of this bullshit anymore. I don't want to have to get up for work, dude. It's the most...
You ever see, like when they give, like you take them to the vet and they give them the fucking kennel cough or whatever in the nose and they sit there and fucking sneeze for like 5 hours?
Yeah. Let that be me one day. I will be the one who sneezes. T-Dez in the chat. I want to be part of the freak show, retracting messages, thinking the CIA is watching his messages. I think she is part of the bride of Christ, so yes, she is the bride of Christ. I mean, that's good Christian logic right there. Mugwort in the chat. What up, bro? Diet balls. Dude, you guys remember getting them drinking fucking balls back in the day? Damn. Alex in the chat. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. It's the best one. Bunch of feds in the chat. What's up, Fed chat? Oh, where was I? So, Tila continues to recover, and she's doing better, her manager told E! News. Who do you think her manager was? Like, someone who's just, like, pimping her out? But this is also fucking... Tila is in a wheelchair right now. She is very weak. Someone call Mwad. We get lots of Mwad references on this show. That's what I want to do. Because... We were talking shit on Mwad and all the things he believes, and the fact of the matter is you could fill a book with all the things Mwad believes, and it's called the Quran. I just wanted to get that one in. Flame has entered the chat. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm chilling. How was your holiday?
Yo, it's a fucking horrible, dude.
Okay, we are streaming right now, so I am sorry to hear that.
Watching?
Huh?
What are y'all watching?
We're streaming, dude. It's Tape Eaters time.
Juggalos.
Oh, word?
Yeah, bro. We're just talking about the gathering. Oh, dude, it's been a fucking hell of a goddamn week. I've gotten very little sleep, and I've done a lot of work. Got to do it sometime. Yeah, fuck, the holidays as good a time as any.
I hear you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Where were we? Tila Tequila. Wife her, yes. How about this article? Russia to bring woolly mammoths back from the dead. Do you think that will win the war in Eurasia? For the Eurasian soul?
Well, I mean, the mammoth cavalry will be pretty hard for the Ukrainians to stop.
You were saying the Mongols were trying to clone Scythians, and I'm pretty sure you have Scythians riding into battle on woolly mammoths. Yeah. Like, it's pretty much game over.
Show guy, what's his fucking name? The Russian defense minister. He's like a bureaucrat. They're like Russian Mongols. But yeah, he wants to clone Scythians for some reason.
It's for the memes, for the lulz.
Yeah, the dreams.
Is he related
that's
to
what
a bunch of
he just said.
shamans? I think I heard about this.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's a Russian
Lineage.
defense minister.
Part
Well,
of the
there's like
Brotherhood.
it's like the town council, and they worship the mummies in the mound, even though they're not genetically related to them. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's they got an ancestor cult going on. They want to resurrect these ancestors. They got the military involved. They got probably some
I got too much family as it
ethno
is.
state idea.
Yeah. I don't need to like resurrect my friggin' 6,000 time grandmother.
Yeah, let me just bring my great grandfather back to look at the state of 2022, have a heart attack, and die
Yeah.
again.
Well, the thing is, they're not even related to these people, like culturally or
No.
genetically. They just
No,
worship
they're
the
not.
mound.
I worship the mound
Culture
too,
is
dude.
kinda funny, Yeah.
What are you, gay? You don't worship the mound?
No,
Uh,
I'm saying the elves isn't their genetic ancestors, yet they want to revive them. What is that?
Yeah.
What kind of necromancy is this?
I'm down for it. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do
I'm
cool
saying-
shit like
Mammoth
this.
stuff sounds awesome.
I'm saying,
They say the
wait, what?
the Asian elephant. They say it can host a mammoth, like it can.
Yes.
You can take a
they're
mammoth
genetically
dong.
solid.
All right.
Yeah, like they said, they could like genetically alter a Asian elephant egg with mammoth DNA, and
Yeah.
then like the friggin' Asian elephant is so similar to the mammoth, it can fucking carry it to full term and like probably have healthy offspring.
I'm seeing here the government of a remote region in Siberia is planning to build a Jurassic Park where cloned woolly mammoth, cave lions, and other Ice Age animals will roam free. Is capitalizing Ice Age? I feel like capitalizing Ice Age is the wrong move. Technically, it might be right, but then it just feels like a movie when you do that.
Now, you know what would be a good money making venture? That, but allow people to hunt the fucking extinct animals.
Ooh, dude, yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually a brilliant idea. I've always been of the opinion that if you bring these animals back, you can just let them roam free. They'll just fucking die again. Because
Yeah,
like
so you gotta have
that's-
like a controlled system. Yeah.
Yeah. You fucking
Keep
you
them
farm
in, yeah.
them just like in fucking Africa where you do like big game hunting, but
Yeah.
they like take care of
Yeah.
all the animal populations and everything.
course.
That would be
And manage them,
spectacular. Yeah, I'd have no problems with that at all.
Spectacular, indeed.
Like, think how much money some rich dude would pay to go fucking shoot a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like,
Hundreds
Dude.
of thousands of dollars.
Midwest Vikinger says, Keck, woolly cloaca. Get your drinks in, boys.
holy fuck, hell.
That's not how that works.
Is now.
The carpets match the drapes.
Mugwort says, depends how hard mammoth tusk dust gets your cock. Yeah, that's another question. Is it worth bringing
We're gonna
back just to
find
get my
out.
cock hard? Look, I didn't have to rub fucking mammoth dust all over my cock to get it hard. All I had to do was look at that beautiful creature and its flowing locks.
Mm. That woolly.
I wonder what
cloak.
mammoth meat would taste like, too. Like, that would be, like, I think it's a red meat.
Well, what's elephant?
Yeah, I was about to say, first thing you do is ask what elephant tastes like. I'm sure some fucking guy knows.
Somebody. Well, there's that George Orwell story where he fucking shoots the elephant in Burma, and then, like, all the Burmese fucking eat it.
And there's
Yeah.
that George Floyd story. That's a whole other one.
George Floyd story.
George Floyd.
I don't know.
George
I
Floyd.
don't know why I
well.
had to get that one in.
George Floyd. Well.
So Yakutia leader Aizen Nikolaev has been quoted in the media as saying the prospect of seeing woolly mammoths alive again was no longer fantastical. Today, technology is developing at an explosive pace, and what yesterday seemed to be science nonsense today is an absolutely clear prospect for scientists. Thanks to
Wait, hold on a
cooperation
second.
with
Hold on a
Korean and Japanese scientists, in my opinion, this, cloning a mammoth, will happen in the next decade. Yes.
Why are we cloning mammoths when we could be cloning Nassim Agdam?
That's a good question, dude. We could have a whole army of Nassims just like dropping in like parachutes into YouTube headquarters, like fucking spending a bunch of fucking ammo and not hitting anyone.
Yeah,
No.
It's like the fucking stormtroopers.
It would be funny. It would be very, very funny.
It's not funny.
So
It's sad.
is this just like is he just begging for like money from like some government? Is that what this article is about creating
To
the new
clone
Jurassic Park?
mammoths. To clone mammoths. But it's
Let's hunt the mammoths. He's gonna make a fortune. Like,
That's I hear you. We haven't gotten that
you guys
far
hear
yet.
about the Russian scientist that done taken the stuff out of the. He took some kind of molecular substance out of some algae that was frozen for 12,000 years and injected it into himself on the theory that was going to.
yeah,
Okay. Did he get high? Is all
He
I
got
care
really
about.
high
That's
He got
awesome.
really high.
Good for him.
from this 10 or 12,000 year old like algae stuff that he injected into himself, and he was living on some compound with a bunch of scientists, and they were doing an experiment to see if they could make themselves live longer and have more health by injecting like algae. And the government came and was like, "Hey, stop it! I'm taking you away."
You ever hear about the the Sarpa salpa? I want to say it's like a fish that the Romans used to eat. They would like eat these fish heads, and they would get fucking
Get
high.
high, yeah.
No, the interesting
Yeah,
part
they
of it is
produce a
it
chemical.
wouldn't be like, okay, you just eat a fish head and you get high. You eat a bunch of them, and not because it takes a bunch of them, but because not all the fish have the chemical in them that gets you high. So
Yep.
the thinking is that it's something they're eating, and the most common guess is an algae that they're eating that is psychoactive that we don't even know about.
Oh, never heard about any of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because I
cool
have
stuff.
heard about the Romans. The chemical is very similar to like a milder LSD that the fucking fish have in them.
I'm gonna pull this up. I want to make sure I'm saying the right. The Sarpus salpus is getting high on the Sarpa.
Getting high, getting drunk. Time to take a bomb.
You know, the Romans
Yeah,
basically had
that's the one.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, that's what I heard from some gay guy on
Garum.
YouTube who did a cooking video one time.
Cooking.
Is it the same dude that? Yeah. That dude. He does look fucking fat.
Yeah. Hey, he makes
Yeah.
pretty good videos, and then he talks
Yeah.
about like sucking his gay husband's dick. It's as if I had to point.
Okay, well I didn't see that.
Well,
I
look,
heard,
dude,
like, yeah, I could
that's
tell.
pretty far back in the uploads at this point to see that. If you want to see that happen, you gotta you gotta go into the archive.
Just follow the link in the description box below.
But dude, I knew I'm like, okay, something's up with this guy. It's like, first of all, he's got Pokemon plushies. Like, I'm not gonna fucking crucify a guy over having some Pokemon plushes. Like, that sounds kind of cool sometimes. But then I'm like, he's got a real whole fucking lot of them. Then I'm like, okay, he also works at Disney. I'm like, all right. Then he's talking about his like Mexican husband. And I'm like, well, at least he makes good food.
Mexican husband.
He makes a mean fucking what's that shit? What's the fish sauce called? I don't know.
Garum, yeah.
Garum.
Garum. But it's just Worcestershire sauce. It's like rotten fish and like fucking seasoning, like
Anchovy
onions
sauce.
and fermented. Yeah, and they ferment it. And the fermentation process like kills the bacteria and makes it taste good. Like it makes it full of the umami flavor.
The mommy flavor, damn.
Yeah.
You know, fish
Makes
sauce.
the same mommy. Fucking Jake in the chat says, make the dinosaur island a prison for death row inmates and film it equals profit.
Yeah. Like,
This
yeah,
is
you
the
could have
sort
a
of
reality
shit.
show.
Like, you wheel this idea out in front of fucking Congress, and suddenly they're like, oh, cruel and unusual punishment. But if you ask those inmates if they want to do this, like, if really incentivize that shit, you get fucking 10 years off your what is it? You get death row inmates, so you're no longer on death row. There's now a possibility that you can get out. That is what you win. I bet they would love to do this shit. You tell me this is cruel and unusual. This is awesome and based punishment.
Yeah, and like whoever, like you could also have like loot drops and stuff.
Loot
It's nice
drops.
to show up. Yeah. Loot drops.
You drop into fucking Tomato Town and get their head bitten off by a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they can get to the fucking weapons that got dropped in, they'll have a better chance. Yeah.
I want to pull up the song now.
Man, no, not that. Not that song.
Pull up the song! We got to do
How
the
about
song
some
now.
Thursday?
What the hell's the song? How do I get the song? Play Tomato Town. Just play it. Is this the song? Or is this a totally different song? God damn it! I'll never hear Tomato Town.
I think it's like called Chug Jug. I think that's the fucking
Chug Jug, huh?
No,
This is the one. This is what all the death row inmates hear in their final moments as they get attacked by a pack of allosaurides. That's the plural, right?
I like that one dinosaur, the kind of the one that has no arms and the divot.
Is that a 2?
Alright, that's enough of this crap. What are you saying? What are you saying, Polak? Number 1 victory royale.
Hang on, let's look.
Alright, where the fuck was we?
Wrong 2.
Alright, so anyway,
Wrong 2.
in other parts of the world, there are efforts underway by scientists to resurrect other extinct species. One such is the oryx. At the end of the last ice age, the oryx was the largest herbivore in Europe. The last known oryx was shot in Poland in 1627. Scientists are now trying to develop animals that would be very close to the oryx. This is a little sus because I don't think we have like lots of oryx DNA. Like there might be somewhere, but like it's not. I feel like it's not as like palpable as the mammoth is. What I've heard with the oryx, which was basically a fucking giant ice age cow, is that they're trying to breed it from existing cows that have the traits of the oryx in them. But that's not how it works.
All cattle came from oryxes. There's been so much, because cattle have been domesticated for so long, there's been a lot of genetic difference between the two. So it's like more than dogs and wolves. Because a dog and a wolf can easily just crossbreed.
This is like the idea of breeding a dinosaur from a chicken. To go back into the avian DNA and pull out all the dinosaur traits and have them reemerge selectively.
You could get a chicken with teeth.
Yeah.
Well, I think you could get potentially something out of it, but the point is that first and foremost, you'll never know if that's a fucking dinosaur. You have no goddamn idea. No. And second of all, evolution doesn't go backwards. It doesn't go backwards to dinosaur.
Atavism is a thing.
But the point is, though, it goes forward. It becomes a new thing. And it can have the traits of these old things.
Resurgence.
But but at the end of the day, like the creature is still something new that would have evolved from a chicken. It's not a dinosaur, even if it looks like a dinosaur.
The only way like something like that could happen, and it would have to have like perfect circumstances, but if you had like an island population of fucking, let's say, chickens, and the island pressures made them bigger and stronger and more fearsome, and over like maybe 1 million years, you would get something close. Maybe if it works like that, if that theory is true,
maybe
is up for debate. Yeah.
Another species that is a candidate for resurrection is the quagga, a relative of the zebra. These animals used to roam South Africa in vast herds, but European settlers fixed the beasts in their sights, killing them at an alarming rate. By the 1880s, the last known individual had died. A team of scientists in Cape Town is trying to resurrect them. Now, this is a more recent animal, obviously. It's basically just like, it looks like a zebra, but it only has...
But it's half black.
Yeah.
Brown.
After its neck, it's just a solid color, basically. Now, that's a lot more enticing to me. A creature that's that recent. It brings up like ideas like resurrecting the thylacine, for example, which I know everybody would be very ecstatic about.
Yeah, I would love to see it. I'd love to go hunt for fucking
I thought we had those already.
Thylacines?
That were on that. That's not already happening?
What? Cloning a thylacine?
The Ruby Hill people,
I thought we had that.
Ruby Valley.
No, I mean there hasn't been a thylacine. No, there's a whole lot of talk about cloning all sorts of fucking shit, which mostly seem like cash grabs for grant money.
Clonaid.
So okay, the Raelians, they were talking about doing it. They probably said they did do it. To be honest,
they said they did do it.
They said all sorts of fucking shit.
I looked into it. I'm not convince. Did the aliens do it? I think they tried. I don't know if they succeeded.
The Raelians have no evidence to present, which doesn't mean they didn't do it. It means if they did do it, it's in some weird like secret laboratory and highly illegal. So if they proved it, they'd be in fucking prison.
I looked into the matter, and basically it would have been illegal if people found out what happened. One of the scientists that was working for him said like the shit was crazy and not ethical, and he said they had lots of problems. And
but imagine
anyway,
but you're a fucking clone organization that's like founded by a cyclist who spoke to God, who gave him.
He's also a race car driving magazine journalist.
Look, the dude put a swastika in the Star of David and called it a day. That's his cult. Come on, man. Come on, Jack.
I don't think he self-consciously did that. I think he just did that because he thought it looked cool.
Subconsciously did it? Is that what's even? We're just splitting hairs here.
I don't think he realized what he was doing. I think he knows what he did now.
We're just splitting hairs.
I'm just saying, I don't think he's super self-aware.
With that much God mind inside you.
Well, I mean, you get stuff that shows up where it shouldn't be all the time. Look at the fucking smallpox shit found in Bill Gates' laboratories.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that all fucking, like, secret laboratories are shady and probably illegal, but, like, the ones that aren't sanctioned by governments, like, those are definitely illegal. You're definitely going to prison. Yeah. Like, they don't want you fucking cutting into their fucking grift here.
Yeah.
Let's cut to the video. Check this out.
So, hiking out in the middle of the woods, and I see something up a hill off the trail. So, I come check it out. What the hell?
Whoa.
That's cool.
What am I seeing here? This is crazy.
Is that a portal?
So out in the middle of the fucking woods and you stumble upon this fucking thing, do you touch the weird sundial?
No.
Of course.
That's how you get stuck into the Fey world and then they rape you.
That's what they say. Now, we do see some of the markings on here, which don't look like any known language. That's some fucking Tetris pieces if I've ever seen them.
That's weird. Dude, I would not touch that fucking thing.
I feel this is not made by humans.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, somebody could have easily made this, but, like,
yeah,
it's still weird. You're out in the fucking middle of the woods. I'm going to get a better angle of it. And, like, you look at this thing from the side, it looks old as shit. Like, it's been sitting there, like, collecting fucking stuff. Fucking moss, and it's all
and it's clean on
top. It almost reminds me of Enochian symbols a little bit.
It's not Enochian. I'm familiar with
Enochian.
Enochian.
It's not. But it almost, like, some of the way the fucking script is.
No, I don't see any similarity between that and Enochian. And I write Enochian myself. I can write it from memory, and I invented my own little. That's not Enochian at all.
Not in memory, so yeah.
Yeah, no.
Talking out my ass, but yeah.
It is fucking, like, I could definitely see somebody making this, some fucking creative type. I could definitely see that, but at the same time, I would not take the chance of letting my dog piss on it.
No, and like, why would they create it? That's what you gotta ask. Like, yeah, maybe humans did make it, but what the fuck are they
moss
doing
on it? The moss on it.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm wondering, like, what is that made of? Like, if I took a big rock and just dropped it on there, would it just smash? Like, it looks like.
You know what? The top could be new, and the stone part old, and then this is like foam somebody put on there. You know, like expandy foam. Like maybe somebody cast this top piece out of resin and put the expandy foam underneath on top of this old well.
It's very possible. And yeah, you got to wonder, like, do you make that with intention, or do you just, like, slap this thing together because it looks cool? Like, it doesn't look like it serves any purpose whatsoever.
No, I mean, like, yeah, it's got a vibe about it, and I wouldn't fuck around with it.
Hell yeah.
My first feeling is like, it's
even
not.
If there's nothing supernatural, like you ever
it's
hear
made from a garbage lid. They made it from a garbage can. That's how they got the pattern on the top. The 8 stars from a garbage can.
Nice.
But
Nice.
yeah, like I was saying, if you ever encounter anything fucking weird in the woods, like I just wouldn't mess with it because you get like not even supernatural shit, but like you get like people run into serial killers, like fucking dump locations and stuff, and it's scary.
Yeah, you can see the lines on the shape of this
Yeah.
thing. It's like they made a mold for pouring resin into, and their mold was included like a garbage can, and then they have some sections cut out with like plastic. They used like that insulation foam to make the form, and then once they had the inverse of what they wanted, they made a mold, and then they had like the negative to pour the resin into. Then they poured the resin in, but you can see where they used the trash can lid and then had the other ring of symbols.
So you're telling me we're opening an Etsy store.
I know how to do this. I know how to make that.
Cool.
But it would require a lot of materials and time. Like
Cool.
you'd have to make it little test model.
3D print it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's too big to 3D print.
Nothing's too big to 3D print. Not in the future.
Well, you need a big 3D printer.
Yeah, I've debated actually buying one, but
If you get a 3D printed car component, you could 3D print that thing.
Christopher in the chat says, the southern dude sounds like his mic is underwater. And that is true. We're going to have to upgrade Polak.
well,
I can
am a
now
catfish,
afford to do it.
so- I am a
Catfish. Catfish. Dave the Impaler says, we need to convince Elon Musk to clone megalodons for the lulz. Don't fuck with a serial killer's art project in the woods, he also says. Hell yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Which one?
The not folk, the serial killers
So,
art project.
Megalodon's out. You're not into the Megalodon idea then? Argue with me on this, huh?
Megalodons.
Look, you don't want more things in the ocean to kill me? I was already afraid of squids.
I'm afraid they'll eat my favorite squid.
The colossal squid. Delicious.
That one.
Delicious. Where the fuck are we? Let's talk about what the fuck, dude. And I'll tell you, man, this fucking subway shooter. People acted like this was a big deal for a fucking hot minute there. For all of like 5 seconds, they acted like this was a real goddamn big deal. Before being swept under the rug. And I guess it's one of those things where you're waiting for like the race to be like announced before you go buck wild with this. Our prophet of truth, who had a YouTube channel. I forget his name already. I just had it up. But like nobody remembers his name. Nobody fucking does. What the fuck's the point?
Prophet
Dude?
of Truth 88, Prophet of Doom.
That's him. That's our boy. Let's go to some of the clips on this. Now, it's tough, man. When you're okay, everybody knows we've done schizo content. The problem is when you're going through this, what you end up finding is you got like hundreds of videos, and I think this was like 350 videos, and all of them are like an hour long with like bad lighting, bad camera angle. This motherfucker, like half his videos are like deep fried, and I have no idea why he would do this. He's sitting there holding up fucking like pictures from books in his fucking cell phone and shit. And like he's literally got a deep fried filter on the video. And it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to be looking at? Why would you deep fry an image of a slave ship? Is this your idea of comedy, sir? And it's hard to get through, but I mean that's how it tends to be with schizos, I guess. Yeah, so let's go to the tape here. Let's see what he has to say. Our boy, Prophet of Truth. Why Are We Dying? This video is entitled. Oh, shit. Why can't it open that? I can't open fucking WebMs? Are you serious? Oh, that's bad. Come on, VLC. You're supposed to be able to do, like, everything. Now it's, like, imploding on me. Oh, dude, it's imploding so hard. Try this other video. Alright. Well, that's a damn shame that I couldn't get the first video up. That it's probably fucking... It was 10 hours. It was 10 fucking hours of this guy just, like, going on... I guess it's essentially, like, black empowerment. But it's just that like rambling, like vaguely like Nation of Islam shit where he's got like Malcolm X clips spliced throughout. Total fucking like boomer mode. And to be honest, and this is probably the saddest reason that I couldn't get this up is that fucking the dude looks like Black Ethan Ralph. Like, if you find these videos, that's exactly how he fucking looks. I'm going through, and to be honest, I haven't gone through much of his, like, spoken content, of him just, like, rambling. And I need to do that. May or may not get to it in my fucking lifetime. But among all of that rubble, I found another video that I thought was absolute fucking gold. Could Nature Boy be next? Yeah.
He does look like he would rage pig pretty hard.
He fucking rage pigged out. He was hollering in that fucking subway, dude. Just like Flame was hollering in the subway. It was a different subway. So this is a video that was on there. This is not the shooter, the guy you see on screen now, and I don't know why this was in the list. I guess this was on his YouTube channel.
Hey, give me a tripod.
Very fucking weird video.
I'm coming out, man. I'm about to tell people about my real self.
Let's see. Okay.
Tell people about the 3 God, bro. I'm gonna just tell niggas the truth about this shit, bro. Fuck it.
Tell people about my real self, about the 3 gods. I'm not sure what this means. I think it sounds like some weird Nation of Islam offshoot shit.
I'm tired of hiding this shit, B. I'm tired of hiding it. I'm tired of people not understanding 3. I'm tired of people not understanding me. I'm just going to tell people straight up what the fuck is going on here, man. Because people don't really understand, bro. Yeah, stay right here, yo. Yeah, I'm going to stay right here. You gotta stand right there. Put me right here. Hey, make sure I got that speaker up there too, yo. And tell the ladies, bring my stuff down, make me feel comfortable, make me feel loved. Tell them I can come and join me right here in this spot right here. Wait. Listen.
Here he is, he's fucking smoking a blunt, and he's like talking to some people, he's like demanding things from them. Tell the ladies to come make me feel comfortable.
Come make me feel comfortable. What the fuck?
Tell ladies I said, come adore me.
Now this is the people he's talking to. A bunch of black dudes in like skinny jeans and all wearing black t-shirt, black fucking skinny jeans. The whole fucking bit is what this looks like. It looks like it's right out of fucking Fight Club. Some Project Mayhem shit. Fucking, black tee, black pants.
It's Fight Club if they remade it on Netflix.
I would feel very at home here because they all share my wardrobe.
Yeah, that's true. It's not too dissimilar for me.
Come make the 3 feel comfortable right here. Just, bring some stuff right here. I might want a mirror. You know the works. Bring it out. Matter of fact, and you know what? Get my iPad right here so I can put a song on real quick.
You know what?
I can feel comfortable. And then come back. I want to teach the people what I know.
You would no longer feel comfortable here? They don't have your hairstyle?
The hairstyles are, no.
Hands there. 3.
What's going on now?
Now we have main black dude with the fucking camera. He's like sitting in a chair with his fucking blunt. He's telling everyone, make him feel comfortable. These guys are in, like, what's that called? Like salat, when they're doing the prayers and they're kneeling.
Yeah, they're kneeling.
They're kneeling in front of them in like what looks like a meditative pose.
They're doing a guru worship.
Stop moving.
Okay.
Listen, man, I'm a real life God, man. I've been trying to tell people this shit for a long time, bro.
A real life
people
God.
Don't even fucking believe me. I'm a God, bro. Like, I've been.
Christine Weston Chandler, Jesus Christ, Muhammad nigga.
He's
Yeah, let me tell you.
Wait, since I was younger, bro. People always was following me. Like, people always take care of me, give me money. People always give me, like, I'm a real life God.
Wow.
And I can't hold it in no more. I'm coming out about
Christian,
this shit, bro.
stuck in the body of a black man.
Like, people, like, it don't matter if it's carbonation. If I fly, listen, let me tell you something. The real reason why I flew to fucking Honduras.
And Carbonation, Islamic Nation, I don't give a fuck. Just stop moving.
And to get away from all this shit is to see if these niggas would follow me, bro. These niggas follow me everywhere I go, bro.
It sounds like gang talking shit.
I can't even get rid of them, bro.
It's
I
weird.
Swear to God.
That's a tent.
I
Someone
can't get rid of them, bro. Everywhere I go.
Wow. Tent.
They right there. Like
He's walking around. They get up like
care
sheep
about me,
to
they
follow
love
him
me.
around.
Like it's been like this, bro. These niggas ain't going nowhere, bro. And I'm just telling y'all the truth. And I know that sound crazy, but it's true. Like everywhere I go, they there. I don't know nobody else on this planet like me, bro, that could say that they're God and they got real life worshipers in their fucking life. Like literally, people don't understand. Like these women and people that come to me, they motherfucking really worship me, bro. They really link I'm God, bro, and I am God. That does this, bro. Like they go everywhere I go.
This is going. It's like 40 minutes of this.
How much you gave? About 20,000. Up to this point, about $20,000. $20,000.
Notice it is real feet time. They are rubbing this dude's feet.
$20,000.
Yeah. And you gave about 30. Mm-hmm. You ain't even give me shit, nigga. But if you had it, how much would you get? If you won the lottery right now, the whole thing. No, seriously, y'all not understanding. If you want, come here. How much money you gave me, bro? Probably about 70,000, 80,000. 70,000, 80,000. And you don't did a lot for me. If you was to win the lottery right now, would you give it to me? It's for the family. Would you give it to me though? Absolutely. Fuck the family, nigga. Would you do it for me? Absolutely.
And that's like, this is some weird cult stuff, and I wish I could put my finger on exactly what this is. But
It's
like,
just a brainwashing session.
Fuck the family. Would you do it for me? Like that's like classic like cult of personality shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I said fuck this family, absolute three. You coming with me? Absolute three. It's gonna be who? Me and you.
Yeah, he's got a guru cult, and then he's doing his brainwashing session where they're all worshiping him as the
These
guru.
dudes talking about giving him fucking like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, dude. And I don't know. It sounds kind of far fetched, but I bet he do be being paid for.
Where did all this nice property be coming from? These men's hard labor.
Yeah.
Absolute three.
Skip through a little bit.
Who's your God? You're my God, Aku.
Sounds gay. I don't like it.
Who's your God? You are my God, Aku. See.
Do real blacklight hours.
What's going on here?
Where are like these streams happening, you know? No, we got. Oh, this is gonna get me fucking struck. I have no idea. Straight schizo. I'm just skipping through it. It's like 40 minutes. We cut to the fucking Wizard of Oz suddenly, and I'm gonna get my stream taken down. It's like just fucking unbelievable. I don't know. And like I said, that wasn't
what is going on.
That wasn't the fucking subway shooter. That wasn't him. That was I maybe that was someone he was paying, someone affiliated with his weird sect, whatever the fuck.
Someone else.
Better check them out. They got something weird going on.
For sure.
Somebody needs to look at that.
I just want to know where these people are making their content. Like, where can I go? Like, it said the T 24/7. Like, is that a 24/7 stream of these dudes, like, kissing feet?
Could
sniffing
be.
white farts?
Might be.
Please! Need your white man farts.
Please help the fart. I need $75,000 more to please the fart master.
All right, so let's hit cryptids of
Thursday
Chernobyl,
night.
or the creatures, the animals of Chernobyl. At least this is something
Yeah.
Pollock's been wanting to do. Let's fucking get this shit out of the way. I found one cryptid.
Yeah.
The blackbird of Chernobyl. The blackbird of Chernobyl was
There's a blackbird.
a Mothman-like creature allegedly sighted before the Chernobyl meltdown and during the rescue of Chernobyl workers. There aren't many sightings of this monstrous avian, though the sightings before and after are similar. All the sightings before the disaster are practically the same. Workers seeing the huge creature in the area of the power plant. The workers say that they had dreams of a beast with a 20-foot wingspan and red glowing eyes. The sightings afterward are similar to each other. Rescuers in helicopters seeing a large bird-like creature fly by. Everyone who has seen the creature during that time has died. What do you make of that?
And it is very Mothman-like because of the red eye.
Yeah, It is absolutely the red eyes, the wings, like the black features. That it was foretelling some sort of a disaster. And then you got to wonder with this sort of thing is like,
Yeah.
is it like are these the entities that cause these disasters, or are they just there? Are they there to maybe like to feed off of the energy surrounding what's about to happen?
Probably that.
Yeah. Like to feed off of the despair and terror of the people.
Yeah.
Or that type of energy is like somehow something they resonate with, so they kind of come together with that in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we think that they are probably the same being?
Probably.
Maybe.
Possibly.
And I would like more information about this. Like obviously, like dude, I'm sitting here on the cryptids wiki.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how well I can source this shit.
Yeah.
There's also stories of a manta man. This has nothing to do.
That's the thing, though.
Mantis people.
So
Mantis people.
There is the story of a manta man having nothing to do with Chernobyl. Strange flying humanoid creature seen in northern Chile. 4 limbs, 2 of which had large manta ray fin-like membranes connecting them to the creature's body like wings. It is very vicious and has been seen devouring dogs. First sighting of the being occurred in 2013. An anonymous witness claimed to have seen the creature rise from the tree lines in Bustamante Park in Santiago de Chile. When asked to describe the animal, the witness claimed it was about 6 foot tall and looked much like a manta ray, however resembled a gargoyle in that it possessed leathery wings. This witness, under the pseudonym Ignacio, later sketched the animal. It's a shitty little sketch. It's exactly what you would imagine it is. The avian oddity was sighted many more times in Chile after the initial sighting, such as another anonymous witness spotting the creature in the Alpine Los Barrenechea commune, and later being reported hanging around in a church tower in Santiago. So, I would like to know if there is any weird occurrences at any of these places, because it's another very similar sounding creature. We'll never know. It's all a mystery.
And you get the thing about it eating dogs, and that's the thing. That's the thing with Mothman.
I don't buy this story.
One of the original stories was the dude had his dog ran over or whatever, and he went to go fucking pick it up so he could bury it. And when he got there, Mothman was like fucking eating on it.
It's in Jersey Devil stories as well, which are very, very similar to all of this. So, do we have any other cryptids or paranormal shit about Chernobyl?
I saw something.
Yeah, there's of course.
Oh, I just saw a cat in the house.
Cryptid spotted, identified. Pollock, what was that?
Yeah, it was a cat. Cat's in the house, and it lives in Chernobyl. It has some kittens. They live on a mattress.
Cool. Pollock, did you have more spooky?
No, the friggin' I was gonna talk about the mutated catfish.
Tell me, what is so threatening about them? Should I be afraid, or should I just relax for now?
Well, you should be afraid if they ever get to America, because Wells catfish are one of the biggest species of freshwater catfish. They can get up to 800 pounds, I believe, and they have been known to eat people. And in fact, there's been some caught that had human remains in their stomachs.
That's fucking awesome. So catfish
allegedly
they just keep growing, right? As long as there's space.
Yes. Yes, as long as they have ample food, they can live for like several hundred years, I believe, especially the Wells catfish. But the thing is, with the ones in the Chernobyl reactor pond, you see when the plant went and reactor number 4 blew its top of the building off and its graphite rods went through the ceiling, it released a bunch of cesium sediment into the friggin' reactor pools. And you would think, because cesium is like one of the worst fucking radiological toxins you could come into contact with, you would think it would fucking kill everything in the pond and there would be no life in it. But instead, what happened is the fish adapted to it, and now they think the catfish in the reactor ponds are way bigger than they should be for the pond size. And they're also different colors. Instead of being kind of a modish grayish green, they are jet black.
That's one thing I seem to be finding about the whole Chernobyl situation. I remember a long time ago, back when like Vice was still making like good content, they had a documentary on there called "Hunting the Radioactive Wolves of Chernobyl," and it was total clickbait. But the point was, and it seems to be the same thing almost that you're saying, is that like animals are basically thriving, like irradiated or not. The lack of humans is allowing them to thrive far more than anything else possibly could, and it doesn't even matter if they're irradiated.
Yeah, because they only live 5 or 6 years in the wild, so it doesn't.
And that's another thing. That's like why dogs get cancer. Like they're not, like, nature didn't dictate that they live as long as we have them live.
Yes.
So it's like before they even get like the negative effects of any of this radiation, they're already at the end of their fucking lifespan. So they've only got the good effects of it, which is no people.
That's like what a lot of people that think like hunting is cruel, or that slaughterhouses are more humane than shooting a deer. They don't understand that in the wild there is no such thing as a pleasant death. That if the deer somehow lives without getting preyed upon by like coyotes or mountain lions or something, it will like lose its teeth and it'll fucking starve to death. And that's how they naturally die in the wild. And so like if I had to choose between starving to death and fucking getting ripped apart by coyotes, I would kind of be okay if somebody like picked me off from 500 yards away.
No deer wants to become a flesh gate. It doesn't want to become one of those. What is that? Where their brain rots and they get all fucked up.
Oh, the fucking the chronic wasting disease.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check that. If you haven't seen chronic wasting disease in deer, like pull those videos up. I wish I had them on hand right now.
It's terrifying. Yeah.
Like that legit Skinwalker videos.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. In the wake of nuclear disaster, animals are thriving in the red forest of Chernobyl. And you know what? I, for one, am glad for it. And maybe this just means that, like, we should have, like, nuclear winter. Be good for everybody. Get rid of the boomers. The foxes will thrive. Yeah. I'm all for it.
Yeah, and then we can, it's like that dude that was the Argentinian dolphin communist guy that wanted to fucking nuke the earth so dolphins could build a society. What was his name?
I think he's got this backwards. You got to nuke the dolphins before they conquer Earth. Yeah. Right?
What was this? Poseidism. Yeah, that's what it was called. Poseides or something was the guy's name.
Sounds like a homie. I don't know, whatever. As long as we're nuking something, I don't really care.
Nuke the dolphins.
Nuke the whales. Simpsons reference. We got it. And you know, the nuke situation is exactly what the aliens allegedly are trying to avoid. Like, they want us to disarm. They don't like that we have nukes. And I think just to shove it in their fucking faces, we should use all the nukes. If it's what the aliens say is bad, I think it's probably good, because those guys are demons after all.
Well, I've heard also, and it goes back to the Valiant Thor shit, with that the aliens that are controlling a lot of the West countries, supposedly, all this is like supposed schizo garbage, but they're all, they really hate the fact that China and Russia have hypersonic missiles because it could target their underground layers.
I mean, that is a common fear for those at the top of the fucking economic food chain. The Bible does say that they will run into their holes and the earth will crumble upon them and crush them. Can't wait for that day.
Yeah.
Them and the aliens. Reptilians, Rockefellers, you name it, all gone.
The Wendigos.
Yeah, they'll all be down there. We're going to stuff all the fucking the no good for nothings down there.
Put Bigfoot down there. Does Bigfoot get a pass?
I'm thinking Bigfoot goes down there. Yeti gets to hang out with us because Yeti is just Bigfoot for racists.
Yeah, and he's going to teach us like how the band Jockey teaches the Nepalese people about nature.
That's true. Cool. So if now that we're on the alien topic, have you guys ever been visited by the Men in Black? I think I'm being
Shakti has.
I think I'm being gang stalked by the Men in Black. We'll have to get Shakti's take on that. The Men in Black.
Didn't he say like he was talking about it and some dude showed up at his doorstep and was like wanted to ask him questions?
Yeah, maybe I vaguely remember something like this. Yeah. We'll need that. We'll need that somewhere down the line. But the fact is, the Men in Black have been painting the walls in my house red, and I have to scrape it off little by little. They're just trying to drive me insane. They're trying to turn me into the next Elliot Rodger. I don't know what that means, but I got to get the
next Sam Hyde. The next Sam Hyde.
I got to get the cameras out of my walls. I gotta scrape off all this red paint. The next thing I'm doing is cutting that fucking microchip right out of here. Fuck these guys. So let's go to some Men in Black content. Let's just go to the Wizard of Oz. What the fuck's real schizo shit? What the fuck?
One of my bellmen approached me, and he kind of had a weird look on his face.
Now, this video it's like the only video you can find that's straight up like this is real video of the Men in Black. You'll see them enter on the left pretty soon in their suits and shit. But it's also got an account. Let me also read the context for this. That might be useful. The original source of this video is from the Aerial Phenomena Investigations team in Maryland. For complete details about this incident, contact Antonio Paris from API. Quote from video source: I work with the Aerial Phenomenon Investigations team based in Maryland. One recent UFO investigation yielded actual footage of Men in Black in a hotel lobby camera. This video has a voiceover of the person these Men in Black came for.
And he said to me, can we go in your office and talk? I brought him into my office, and he says, something really weird happened here yesterday, and you weren't here. He said, there's a couple guys in here looking for you. And I said, a couple guys? What do you mean? And he said, well, this is really hard for me to say. He said, but there's a couple really strange-looking men that were here, and they kind of freaked everybody out, and they were asking questions about you. And, of course, now I'm getting a little bit nervous, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, well, he goes, I don't know how to describe them except for extremely odd-looking.
So here they are walking in now on the security camera. You know, and you can't really tell too much. It's fucking, they're wearing black, got the hat, the fucking glasses, the trench coats on, the whole fucking bit. It's good with the trench coats and the security camera footage. It's kind of reminded me of like a Columbine tapes or something, to be totally honest.
They were really, really tall, he said, and they were identical height. They were the exact same height. They were wearing the exact same clothes, and they had the exact same faces, like they were twins. And
it's a shame that there's not really scale to assess their height. Other people did walk through. Where are we at here? 106. Let's see if we can get some other people. I don't know. The height seems about right, doesn't it? Doesn't seem too tall.
I'd say like 6'4".
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's pretty tall.
And he said they were wearing black suits, black trench coats. They were wearing like the old-fashioned Federo hats. They had extremely, extremely pale skin. And he said they came in and they looked around a little bit and they asked for you. And I said, I'm sorry, he's actually not working today. And it seemed like they didn't believe me, so they started to walk around the hotel, and shortly after they went to the tour desk, and he goes, I got busy. I started to have to bring cars around and get luggage, and by the time I came back, they were gone. But he goes, they freaked me out, and I really wanted to tell you that there were these weird guys in here looking for you. So, of course, now I'm a little bit skeptical and I'm a little bit freaked out all at the same time. So the first thing I do is I run into my security office, because I know how to work the security system, and I rewound the cameras, and sure enough, here comes two gentlemen through the front door looking exactly how he described. Then the next day, I was talking with my tour guest, and one of them asked to talk to me. She came in my office, the same as my bellman, and she said, I need to tell you about something that happened. I heard that you heard that there were some men looking for you. And I said, yes. And she said, they asked a few questions about you, and they said strange things that I didn't understand. And they were talking about governments and conspiracies, and none of it made any sense to me. But she goes, they were very, very scary. And I said, well, why were they scary? And she said, they had no facial hair, none. She said they had no eyebrows, no eyelashes, nothing. Their hair looked like they had a wig on, like it was attached to their hat, like it wasn't even real. And she said, and the scariest thing, their eyes were so big and so blue that they almost hypnotized me a little bit. And she goes, and you're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but I swear they knew what I was thinking. I swear. And I don't think I'm crazy, but I don't even know how they could do it, and I don't know why I'm even telling you this. She goes, so I started to think about things other than you, and I don't even know if it worked. And she started to cry, and she said one more thing before she left. She said, these men, they didn't blink. Not once did I see them blink.
Spooky. What do we say?
The blue eyes thing, it reminds me of two things. One, the Sumerian statues.
Oh, yeah?
Two, it also reminds me of like the Palladian thing of like the very Aryan-looking aliens.
Yeah, I don't even know how to speculate on any of that. For me, it's like, all right, so the Men in Black are a weird, like, possibly governmental agency, possibly alien agency that comes and they interview people after they see, like, UFO activity or something like that. And it's like, yeah. All right, so possibly governmental, so it could be the government, or it could be some shady, I don't know, I don't even know, something for profit. It could be some kind of like corporation, something like that. But then it's like you have all of these alien things. It's just a matter of, are they human, or are they straight up extraterrestrials? Like, this would have you believe they're straight up aliens.
Yeah.
Is that where we're going? Or they're demons too?
The blue eyes thing. It's the Sumerian idols. Yeah. Like.
Huh. And there's like not much to go on with all of this Men in Black shit. And you have like accounts, but they all say, I don't know, nothing really seems to jive. There's like no actual evidence. It seems like this video is all I could get, in general. So.
Well, then you got the same thing with like the Skinwalker Ranch stuff, where the previous residents before the Sherman family that lived there in the 1940s. So this is how long this has been going on. They had Men in Black show up at the ranch with no vehicle somehow, knock on the door, ask them a few questions, and then just fucking walk off in the wilderness.
Yeah. And I think all of that fucking Skinwalker Ranch shit is like a psyop. So it's like, how big of a psyop can they pull here? Scar in the chat saying not aliens necessarily, but maybe clones. And like, there's the psyop angle. Is like the Men in Black are like shitty deep fakes. How about that? Do we even need clones at this point? Can we just deep fake the Men in Black, and that's why they looked all fucked up because they didn't have the holograms quite right yet? I don't
Maybe.
fucking know. So that's the third option. You got like government agency, alien organization, alien representatives, or you got fucking deep fake Men in Black. There's a new one. Well, let's go to the old Men in Black wiki and let's see what's up with this organization. The Men in Black was founded in the U.S. in the mid-1950s and began as a small and poorly funded government organization devoted to making contact with extraterrestrial life. They were initially seen as a joke, but did make contact with a group of alien refugees on March 2nd, 1961, outside New York City. Jesus Christ, I didn't even hear about that, but we don't need more refugees. It was decided...
No, they're just gonna bring space crime here.
Dude, I just watched District 9 today. I know what happens. It was decided to make Earth an apolitical zone for aliens without a planet, but the organization broke its government ties to become the Men in Black, which became the singular force to conceal and police the aliens that came to Earth. The founding members were the 7 agents present at the landing, plus an amateur astronomer and a young man who got lost going to see his girlfriend. So let's look. What about these agents? What about their lives? After joining, all Men in Black agents sever every tie with their former lives, along with having all traces of their identity erased. But these lives may be restored upon retirement, wherein they are neutralized and their memories of Men in Black erased. All agents dress in black business suits with Ray-Ban sunglasses, and have access to a wide array of alien technologies for their missions. Note that not every member is a human. Several aliens are part of the staff, or just hanging around in headquarters. And Men in Black are supported by the patents they hold on various confiscated alien innovations, including liposuction and Velcro. Their standard operating day is based on Centurion time, which lasts 37 hours, 16 of which an agent must spend on duty. Men in Black headquarters is located at 504 Battery Drive in New York City. Fucking doxed, dude. Let's look at some of these known agents. We got Agent J. Agent J here. He was born in New York City, Manhattan Island, on October 19th, 1965, and his social security number is 905805406. Doxed.
Meet up there of the Skinwalker gang to get that Palladian Uzi.
Doxed, bro.
Meet up there. They can't stop all of us. It's like the Area 51 raid.
Originally, James was an officer, Officer J. He was an officer of the New York Police Department. During his time as an officer, which he officially became in 1996, he attended and was a VIP member of a popular gym in New York, Gold's Gym. In May 1997, he chased down an extremely fast alien disguised as a human. When he finally caught up, the unknown alien gave James a serious warning concerning the Earth before jumping off a building. Sometime later, James was interrogated by a fellow officer. Once this officer left the room, a man in a black suit, Agent K, walked in and explained to Edwards that the human he chased down was really an alien in disguise. Will anybody stop me from doing this bit? Will I just be able to do this bit for fucking ever and nobody will call me out on it? Will I literally be able to sit here with you guys and fucking just explain the plot of Men in Black, the movie with Will Smith, and you guys won't stop me from doing that on a podcast? I got no faith in you people. None.
It sounded like some good content, so I was like, go.
It is literally just Men in Black starring Will Smith. God, how easily the paranormal community is trolled. How easily.
Is he gonna slap the alien hologram? Is he gonna slap?
God damn. Will Smith is just a hologram. It was fake. What happened at the Oscars was fake, but Chris Rock and Will Smith are both deep fakes.
Shitty deep fakes.
That's true. They look like shit. Seeing people in the comments being like black don't crack and shit, and they're being like, they don't look like they've aged today. Well, fucking hell, dude, they look like shit, and that's how you know they're not real, because if they were really black nibbas, black wouldn't crack. They look like shit. Shitty holograms.
They don't have the Nubian blood of
That's true.
royalty.
Not like us.
Nubian.
Scar in the chat, did you call it? Did you call my bullshit? I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, when I'm planning this shit, I'm like, how much time can I waste doing that? I got the sense that I was going to be doing that forever. So anyway.
It was a good bit.
It's a great bit. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bengus. You're a Men in Black respecter.
I'm a black man in black respecter.
Okay, I respect that. You got my respect.
But Tommy Lee Jones is okay, I guess.
Yeah, he fucked Pamela Anderson. Didn't afraid of nothing.
I mean, who wouldn't?
I mean, back in the day, yeah, but I don't think I would now.
Dog,
Right
just
now,
to brag about it.
You know who else wouldn't? Kid Rock. Kid Rock wouldn't.
Kid Rock. I wonder what he's up to these days. I wonder if he'll be at the gathering, the Juggalos.
Well,
He is like a friggin' mulatto child.
Let me tell you this. Pamela Anderson is far, far too old for his liking.
Are we calling Kid Rock? I almost said Chris Rock. Same thing. So a lot of people don't know this.
Chris Rock and Kid
Are we calling Kid Rock a pedophile on this podcast right now?
I'm not. I'm simply relaying what he has himself said in the cinematic masterpiece known as Osmosis Jones.
Gotcha. All religions in the future will be based around Osmosis Jones.
To quote one Mr. Rock, young ladies, I like them underage, see? Some say that's statutory, but I say it's mandatory.
Why would Chris Rock write this?
Great question. From the classic song "Cool Daddy Cool" from the motion picture Osmosis Jones.
Thank you, thank you, Mr. Wait, who voiced Osmosis Jones? I feel like that was some funny black man.
I think that was I want to say that was Chris Rock.
Dude, if that was fucking Chris Rock, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself live on fucking YouTube.
Well, time to get your Ronnie McNutt on.
Was that legit Chris Rock? Oh my god, dude! Why does everything go full circle like that? Especially when we're talking about pedophiles. It's so fucking weird.
It do be like
Why does that have to happen? To feel fucking sick to my stomach right now? Because when you see the synchronicity and the fractal take shape that close to you, right in front of you, so tangibly, like you know you're on the truth. And that's when it's scary.
Can we just appreciate how easy it was to get from Will Smith to Chris Rock without mentioning the slap?
We did mention slap.
Well, I meant without the slap being involved, in the chain.
Yeah. The slap was fake.
The chain became the slap in the end.
We're chaining up Will Smith. Wait.
Will Smith did commit a crime, and usually, criminals go in chains.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them,
The buck must be broken. Let's get back onto fucking Men in Black. Here we go. Indrid Cold. The story of Indrid Cold. Commonly known as the Smiling Man or Grinning Man. An allegedly humanoid entity. The nickname comes from the being's tendency to smile to almost everyone that encountered him. It is said that he still visits West Virginia to this day. Country road. The Grinning Man. The Grinning Man is reported to be human-like in appearance, though is commonly associated with UFO activity and is sometimes believed to be an alien. It is also believed possible that he is connected with the Men in Black. In his first sighting, he was described as being over 6 feet tall and wearing a reflective green suit with a black belt. He had a dark complexion and small, beady eyes set far apart. He was described as not having any nose, ears, or hair. In his second known encounter, his suit was said to be blue instead of green, but still retained its reflective property. Along with that, he was described as looking perfectly natural with slicked back hair, a coat with the top 2 buttons unbuttoned, and having pants lighter than the coat, but still the same material. He was also described as being quite tan, though not dark, and looking like any normal human being. According to reports made by Woodrow Derenberger, Indrid Cold came from a planet known as Lanuios, whatever, in the Ganymedes galaxy? Ganymedes? I don't know.
Ganymede?
Yeah, that one.
Ganymede.
Yeah, you guys know. You know the one. And that there were two other grinning men by the names of Demo Hassan and Carl Ardo. So it's very similar to the Men in Black that we were talking about, although very different at the same time. You do have like, they're like hairless. They have weird eyes. The eyes are very different. The complexions seem different. The sizes seem different. And it makes you wonder.
It's different species.
Maybe. You start to think about like the stories of alien contact, and there are a number of different species that all have the same ends, which is for us to disarm, to get rid of our nuclear weaponry. And I have to wonder if that's related to any of this at all. Maybe the Men in Black. Huh?
If they want us to disarm, that means they're gonna fucking do something to us. Probably, if we did.
Yeah, I mean that's been the idea, and every time you read the stories about alien contact and the deals they propose, that's always what the authorities on Earth say, is that like we can't disarm. We've only just started this contact, you know. But at this point, it would be like 70 years ago, according to the stories.
Yeah.
Who knows? I'm sure the aliens would have already like overtaken our government, and basically were ruled by reptilians, and they have a gangster computer god.
Well, I mean, Joe Biden hasn't woke up yet. So.
Yeah, it's all a fucking dream. We're all just in a dream of Joe Biden's. When he wakes up, we all go away.
Joe Biden, wake up.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. First sighting. The first sighting of Indrid Cold. He was first seen on October 16th, 1966, when two boys, Martin Mouse Munov and James Jimmy Yankaitis, in New Jersey, were walking on 4th Street when they saw a surreal figure standing near a fence. As they walked closer, the figure was a tall, bald man wearing a metal green suit, who was staring right at them with a huge grin. The idiosyncratic man chased them until they got away from him. UFO sightings were also reported around the area. Jimmy nudged me and said, "Who's that guy standing behind you?" I looked around, and there he was, behind that fence, just standing there. He pivoted around and looked right at us, and then he grinned a big ol' grin. According to Nightmind, some fucking YouTuber, these are the sources we use now. According to Nightmind, the boys only recalled the more frightening details of their encounter later on. They would recall that the man in the green suit was unusually tall and had unnatural facial features, such as the lack of ears and nose. Even though most sources mention the New Jersey sighting, Indrid Cold and the Grinning Man could be completely different entities. So it seems like this is, it was like a West Virginia thing, but now you have this showing up in New Jersey. And it reminds me, it's like the same thing as like the fucking Mothman, how like you just have these entities popping up when weird shit is taking place.
Well, yeah, and he's chasing kids, which is fucking weird.
Just grinning.
These entities
children.
sound like sellouts to me.
Sellouts.
They used to represent their state. Now they're just going wherever they feel like it.
They used to be cool. They used to shoot heroin.
They used to be cool, man. Big government is buying out these entities.
Just like they did to gangster rap. On November 2nd, 1966, in Parkersburg, West Virginia, around the same area and time as the Mothman came about, Woodrow Derenberger was driving his way home on Interstate 77 until he heard a crash. Then an unidentifiable vehicle appeared to land in front of his truck. He described it as an old-fashioned kerosene lamp chimney, flaring at both ends, narrowing down to a small neck, and then enlarging in a great bulge in the center. The Grinning Man came out of the vehicle with a dark tan and walked up to Derenberger and telepathically said his name was Indrid Cold, and he meant him no harm. Cold said he just wanted to know more about the human race, and he would visit Derenberger again. After the encounter, Derenberger stated that Cold revealed he was from the planet Lanulos in the galaxy of Ganymedes. Damn, dude. So we have the unidentifiable vehicle here. An old-fashioned kerosene lamp chimney. I don't know what any of these words mean exactly. Like, I know of these words.
A kerosene lamp chimney on an old car?
Sure, dude.
Okay, just making sure I'm following.
Hold on, I want to get some pics of this shit. Kerosene lamp chimney.
I think this...
Alright, so in modern terms, it looks like a bong. It's just it's just an old-timey lamp where it's got like gas and it's got a little flame. That's pretty cool.
That alien's a Fed. I'm calling it right now.
Yep. I believe it. I mean, dude, Feds working with aliens, but not knowing that they're demons. Here we got the third sighting. During the same period in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, the Lilly family had been reporting that poltergeist activity in their home, such as diamond-shaped lights. Okay, that's like barely a sentence. It's not really a sentence. The Lilly's daughter, Linda, was sleeping one night and awoke to see a man standing over. Once again, he's like grinning at children. It was a man, a big man, very broad. I couldn't see his face very well, but I could see that he was grinning at me. He walked around the bed and stood right over me. I screamed again and hid under the covers. When I looked again, he was gone. Explanations. It is commonly believed that Indrid may be an alien entity, and it is supported by its close connection with UFO activity and with Derenberger's sighting. It is also said by Derenberger that the Grinning Man is in fact a species of alien with multiple Grinning Men. It's species of alien, so it's like subspecies of Grinning Men. Yeah. Although, this is unlikely unless the aliens are shapeshifters, because it would be almost impossible for a race to take the exact same evolutionary path as us, which I think that's like really fucking stupid to assume.
Yeah, I mean, it happens enough that we're aware of it on Earth. I mean, like there was a species of bird that went extinct, and then like thousands of years later, it's back.
Yeah. Absolutely. You have convergent evolution all over the place. All sorts of animals that are so like similar. Crabs. It's almost like certain designs work best for certain, things.
Like crabs.
Yeah.
Crabs, dude. I fucking hate crabs.
Keep turning into crabs.
It's a design that works. Don't fuck with it. However,
have you ever been crabbing?
I love eating crabs. That's why I hate them, because I have to kill them and eat them wherever I see them. I have been crabbing.
It's fun. You get you like a chicken neck and tie it on a piece of string. And
to kill crabs on sight.
However, the third sighting by the Lilly family suggests instead that it may be a ghost or spirit of some kind and was connected with poltergeist activity happening on the residence. It may be a prank that went too far, or a man with a mental illness. Others believe that it is a normal human man or a hoax based off of the popularity and fear of the Mothman, who had been first sighted around the same time. Tanya Derenberger mentions in her book that Indrid Cold might also be known as Valiant Thor, who spent 3 years at the Pentagon, which I don't think that makes any sense. The description doesn't work for me.
Thor looked like yeah, he was a Palladian, so he had like the blonde hair.
Valiant Thor was Venusian, and the pictures do show him with dark hair. You could say it's like I don't buy that would be the same person. Like, you could just look at any dude with dark hair and you could say that, because you can't even see Valiant Thor's eyes in any of the images.
No.
Scar says, this Grinning Man is creepy as fuck. Dave the Impaler says, Joe Biden is the windfish. Scar thinks Jada is a demon.
She's a Wendigo. That's why she's bald. She's a Wendigo.
I think that should have been obvious. I mean,
yeah.
Look at her.
That's just women in general, though.
All women are demons.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, let's go to this encounter with the Men in Black. My Men in Black encounter happened in 2004, and it was something that I'll never forget. A little backstory. Prior to the Men in Black incident, I went on a camping trip to Joshua Tree National Park with a few friends. On our last night there, we were looking at the stars while in front of the campfire. That's when I witnessed a couple of glowing blue UFOs in the sky, going at amazing speeds. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and my friends were equally amazed and mystified. I tried to take a photo with my flip phone, but the UFOs moved too fast for me to get a clear image. On our drive back home, we talked more about what we saw, and were really excited about it. Not long after, I noticed a black car following me from a distance. I switched lanes to make sure the black car was in fact following me, and sure enough, wherever I went, the car followed. Then when I glanced at my rearview mirror again, the car suddenly disappeared without a trace, which was really unsettling. The encounter. The next day, after running a few errands, I started driving home, and when I arrived at my house, I saw a black Cadillac parked in my driveway. I tried to convince myself that it wasn't the same black car following me a day ago, but my gut feeling told me otherwise. When I got out of the car, two men in matching black suits, light gray dress shirts, black ties, and black fedoras approached me and asked if they could ask me a few questions about what I witnessed the night before. I asked them who they were and to see some credentials. They claimed that they worked for a division of the U.S. Air Force. Their appearance looked what I can only describe as plastic and expressionless, and they both had a pale olive skin tone. They spoke in a raspy, monotone voice, and their speech was very precise, sounding almost synthetic. They also had a very cold and intense gaze. Some of the questions they asked were, "Can you describe what you saw that night? What do you think you saw? Did you take any photos of what you witnessed? Were there others who might have had recording devices or cameras? Do you know if anyone recorded the incident? Have you spoken about this incident with anyone else who wasn't present with you that night? Did you find any unusual debris at the location you were at that night? Would you be withholding any important information from us?" Of course, I didn't answer most of their questions, honestly, and I did withhold a lot of information as to what I saw and who I was with. They ended their questioning by strongly advising me to refrain from talking about what I witnessed with anyone and to forget the incident ever happened. They also strongly implied that they would be keeping an eye on me in case I decided to ignore their demands. After the encounter, I had this constant ominous feeling for a while, and always looked over my shoulder wherever I went. I don't know who these men were or how they had knowledge of what I saw that night, but I believe that they were the men in black. Since that encounter, I've been really hesitant and careful about who I share my experience with. Edit. The years following that incident, I've only had a couple of UFO sightings at night on separate occasions, but I haven't had any more visits from the odd men dressed in black. Not yet, anyway. Men in black are at your door. What do you do?
I might be inclined to invite them in. Maybe have a few beers.
Maybe. I would turn off all the fucking lights and start fucking, what do I blare? Like, Ram Ranch starts blaring from the sound system in my house. The door fucking blows out, and I just give them everything I got.
Get over
Fucking no. Men in black. Send me some women in black.
Yeah. Send me some of them Palladian bitches.
Send me some U.S. Army boys pulling up in black Ford Raptors. Helicopters landing. Ram Ranch is under siege, under lockdown. Men in black getting butt fucked by U.S. Marines.
Had to do it to him. Fucking. I got another Men in Black encounter. Still rolling.
Well, I mean,
this?
if you have sex with an alien, is that considered?
Bestiality? It's a sentient creature. As long as there's consent involved, I believe it's fine.
Well, I think it all really depends on, how you classify aliens. I know some people think that they're demons or fallen angels, perhaps.
Demon semen. All
I know is, I got a boner when I saw the Flame Atronach from the Elder Scrolls 4. That's all I'm saying, man.
No, in the future, all sex will be outlawed except gay sex with aliens.
That's the future that the liberals want.
That's the road we're going down here. Let's go to another video. Go back to the tape. Obama's reptilian Secret Service agent spotted at AIPAC, of all places.
Well, good morning, everyone.
During Barack Obama's speech
Gotta
at
love it. Robot
2012
voice.
AIPAC policy conference
Necessary
at the
robot
Washington
voice.
Convention Center, the camera spotted a very odd individual who may be either with the U.S.
I don't want
Secret
no
Service.
robot voice. I want Chills to narrate this.
Chills.
Can I riff on this? Who knows? President Obama, he was at APAC, and the last thing you'd expect to see at APAC is the Men in Black. But that's exactly what President Obama got. Look at this. It's just such a fucking caricature. These are the people running the fucking country. It's unfucking real, dude. Go back to the tape, dude. Where are we?
Alright. Perfect right there. I got my snipping tool. And we are gonna snipped. Consider that cut like a force.
Number 6,000,001. Mr. Lee Rosenberg. God damn, dude.
You can't make that fucking screenshot up, but I just did.
These people are just fucking caricatures. Like, I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to look at the people with the power, with the funding, the people at the top of the fucking pyramid, and just have these fucking emotions. Can't I just live my fucking day without you fucking rubbing my face in it, dude? Like, how fucking... I bust my ass to sit here and talk for 2 hours and not get pissed off about politics. All I want to do is talk about Men in Black, and here's this guy fucking sneering at me, dude.
I know you know I'm an alien, but no one will ever believe it. No one will fucking believe you.
The aliens have fucking landed, dude.
Give me your fucking skin.
Christ, go back to robot voice.
Shifter alien humanoid working for the powers that be, caught in a high-definition video during an event of the Zionist cabal.
Nice.
Jews, aliens?
4 years ago, I stood before you and said that Israel...
There he is. Big guy. We got a ball head.
Dude,
That's our Man in Black.
This big fella.
Dude, he reminds me of the Ebony Warrior from Skyrim. I mean, he's at least like 1.25 times the normal size of like a human.
He's big as shit. He's very imposing looking. As a bodyguard, I think he's doing his job. Is he an alien?
Security is sacrosanct.
Very well
It is non-negotiable.
Shapeshifting.
That belief has guided my actions as president.
Even though at first sight he looks just like the average Secret Service spook.
Spook. That's funny. Shit makes me laugh. The little things.
Behavior and creepy movements suggest something else.
Even though he looks like a regular ebony warrior, he's actually a reptilian
By the
shapeshifter.
crowd and everybody who watched this video, if it was not by the camera of the Jewish News One, which caught him from another angle apparently shape-shifting into some sort of reptilian non-human form.
Cue the spooky music. Drop spooky music.
Drop it. Oh!
That's fucking spooky. And let's like... Alright.
It's a Wendigo. Yeah.
Freaky shit. I don't necessarily see shape-shifting in particular, but I do see a very creepy fucking face with very vague features.
Yeah, like you hear like how Wendigos are described, with like the eye sockets and like the no nose and the...
I'm seeing like the ear looks weird, and I'm wondering if that's just like some cauliflower ear from his days as like a college wrestler or whatever the fuck. But like, it's weird looking. Spooky, spooky, spooky.
Disregard all the distortions and image artifacts caused by
Please disregard all the reasons that I could be talking out my robot ass.
edition zooming and
my
pay
shiny
close
metal
attention
ass.
to how his head features suddenly change. His ears, his nose, his chin, cheekbone, jaw and mouth are no longer looking human at all. Matter of fact, now he has a blatant non-human face. So what just happened?
What the fuck? I'm gonna deep fry this paranormal footage. Cheekbones, dude, it's some freaky looking shit. It is off-putting. It's like what do they call that? Uncanny
Oh,
Valley.
nice.
Shape-shifting device
Yeah,
failed
it's like,
during
yeah,
Obama's
the
speech
the
in the
Flushgate
middle
thing.
of an
Yeah.
amphitheater
The humanoid
crowded with
gripping.
people.
Got that heat
Is he an
vision?
actual reptilian humanoid?
Like that
Is
thing
he
from the
one of
Romanian
Anunnaki?
video.
Oh,
Is he a
shape-shifting.
tall
Let's see.
grey bio-android?
It's happening.
Or what?
Live.
Is that video evidence that the Illuminati elite is in bed with at least one ancient extraterrestrial race, hidden in
Proof.
plain sight, and pulling the strings of mankind?
Just jerking the dick of mankind around.
Perfect.
Can't fucking believe this guy. Why would the aliens? Why would they jerk our cocks around like this and never give us a fucking never give us a climax?
They're clearly farming us for our superior.
Right? Dude, my genetics, they're fucking
They're
immaculate.
they're just a bunch of like an alien race of cucks, and they're just after human friggin'.
So that's what the anal probing was about. Got you.
Yeah, that's what they're after.
All right, let's hit some more. Oh, what do I got? I don't know.
Wasn't there a dude that was abducted, and then they said like the alien women like forced themselves on him and stuff? There's
For
one
real,
story
dog?
about that. Yeah, there's like one abduction story. Yeah, where he talks about like getting like they forcibly bred with him, like 8 or 9 alien women.
But the concept of like
Yeah.
lacking genetic diversity or whatever the fuck, that comes up all the time too. That they're
Yeah.
trying to use us to maintain their own species. I think one of the stories I heard was that they reproduce like asexually, but something in their like environment on their planet got fucked up, and now like most of them are like sterile. So their numbers have just been dropping, and they're trying to like use us. I don't know how the fuck does that work? How the fuck do alien babies work? I have no idea. Haven't even figured
They're
out
trying
human
to add
babies.
maybe enough human DNA to where they can reproduce like human.
Yeah, I still
I
haven't
have to
figured
go
out how
watch a
humans
Mass Effect lore
reproduce.
video to get an answer for that. That sounds like the sorry. It's right up my alley.
Hell yeah. Dude, don't make me get nostalgic for Mass Effect, dude. Don't do that to me. All right, let's cut to. I'm gonna do more video content. My voice is getting fucked up here. Let's go to the Pixies. Walking through the woods, looking for pixies. You know the drill. I think a lot of people have seen this video, and I know I played this video before, but it's gonna be relevant.
So it's a new day today, and it's actually starting late because this morning it was raining, so I nearly didn't actually come out. But then I remembered I had to pick up the night vision camera.
Here's this man.
Anyway.
No pixies in the night vision, but we're out here again.
Cleared up. Getting used to this. Hopefully.
Got to skip through it. I didn't vet this video.
He looks like a friendly old Welshman.
About a year ago.
Something like that.
They were.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful landscape. It's exactly where I'd expect to see pixies, no doubt about it. With the fucking rock. Who do you think that rock made of?
Now I've been here.
Granite.
That's quite usual. I mean, perimeter up there, and there's all.
Where's that boy?
Come back again.
Where's that boy at?
What the fuck?
Did we miss him?
Just to...
Pixie hunting. You got to be patient when you're pixie hunting. You never know what you're gonna get, dude. But being like, in these rocks, like that's fucking little people country. Like if the Native Americans went to Europe and they saw that shit, they'd be like, nah, no, that's a bad idea.
So he does come back again. I'm just gonna hold the camera like this, and then if he does come back, I'll try and get a shot.
Get the shot. Get the shot.
Right. Just keep watching up behind me on that ledge. Just focus it. I think I've got the right spot. Hold on. Yeah. He's
Where
just
is he?
there.
Oh, Jesus.
Where?
Ah, you see? That was a quick glimpse there.
I don't know. I think I'm spooking myself, but I see eyes.
Hmm.
I think like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I see like
No,
a
he's
big
not there.
toad under that one rock.
That'd be pretty
Like
cool.
a massive toad.
Fucking love toads.
Dude. Heck, some fucking
Oh,
toads,
sorry
dude.
about that. He was doing. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's.
There he is.
There.
Oh.
There's the fucking. There's the Fey folk, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, what
There he goes.
At least we've got a shot of one. We just keep it up there.
There's that little boy up in the rocks, dude.
That's fucking strange.
I seen a video of that kid on TikTok doing what
I
they
was a
call
bit loud there when I was talking.
He was floss dancing.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Is it real or is it fucking absolute nonsense? Is it just CGI or is that the real little people in the
Won't
rocks?
be coming out again today if this carries on. The sun's coming out over there.
No idea.
I've been here
Stupefied.
for
Everyone's
half an hour.
stupefied. All right. Well, maybe we'll have a better idea if we go to his next video.
Right. Hello again. So I'm back here in the same woods with the Scalva tribe.
This video is entitled "Walking Through the Woods in a Portable Toilet to Avoid Being Spotted by Pixies." But if you're walking through the woods in a toilet, like, aren't you just begging to be like pissed and shitted on by cryptids? Maybe that's what you really
I
want.
mean, he's going for the AVGN approach.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
In that direction. Trying to approach the shaman tree, but I don't want them to get upset with me, basically. I can't really camouflage myself. They'll see right through that. And if I just put on a disguise, they'd still be able to tell from the way that I'm walking, especially if I'm with Tom. So the solution that if you come in, that we've come up with, is this. Now,
do you think we should bring one of these toilet tents to the gathering of the Juggalos?
Yes.
I think that's for pussies, to be honest.
Somebody not go in there and just like unload. You know, too many like microwave burritos from the gas station. They get in there and it just becomes like a shark.
Dude, you don't want to be like, look, man, I've taken the plunge. I'm ready to fucking shit in a topped off porta potty. I'm not afraid of it. This is like 10 steps backwards. And I don't want to have to clean the fucking poop tent once we're leaving, you know what I mean? Maybe this is, I don't know. And I was about to ask, you ever like go out into bumfuck nowhere with your bros to like poop? And it's like, yeah, I've been to the gathering. But yeah, that's what these homies are doing.
Tom calls this the TARDIS.
No.
And
I said it was the opposite TARDIS.
Yeah, if you go back in, yeah, you stay, and then right, and I'll just get the camera. Where are you going? No, you stay there. I'm going to bring the camera up to the. Now, I was looking at some wildlife hides online, but this does the same job, and it's a lot cheaper, and it's a portable toilet. The idea was originally for Tom to travel in this, and I'd be somewhat behind, staying way back, and we'd communicate via walkie-talkies. Unfortunately, the ones that I bought aren't the best range, so...
Tell them where you got these.
Well, they're charity shop ones.
Alright, I think it's become abundantly clear that this is fucking satire. I actually think this is funny as shit, but it definitely makes me more skeptical about the previous Pixie video.
Yeah, once they pulled out the what is that? The Rapunzel walkie-talkie. I thought at first, maybe these guys are like legit. Maybe they believe what they're talking about.
No, yeah, it's honestly pretty solid satire. I fucking enjoy it. The channel is Erwin Saunders. I think he's related to King Cobra. So, Erwin Saunders. Erwin with an E.
Ew.
Let's watch more of this because I fucking enjoy it. And I want to burn some time.
They're not. They only last about. Well, they're about 20 yards range. So now
Rapunzel online.
Yeah, we don't need. So the idea really is to just get as close as we can, And then
Shaman
once we're
tree.
within range, the last stretch of the journey, so we can get up to the and see what's in the actual tree.
I got a shaman tree.
Is if you show the little. Now I don't normally like these, but apparently this little drone is not as loud and scary as it'll probably freak them out a bit. But it's only really the way of getting it high enough so we can see where it's.
Here we are in the poop tent.
Up, so it's not very comfortable. I keep stopping to get the blood back into my arm. But we are making progress. The interesting thing about walking through here is that the furniture inside the tent keeps changing as you go. So I found a nice little mossy stool to sit on, have a bit of a break. We're taking turns to wherever we find something nice to sit on.
It's only been your turn so far, though.
Yeah, well, this will be your turn in a minute. I found a couple. I was just testing out the. Tom's in a bit of a grump because of what happened to his shoes earlier on. Are they still just drying out?
They're mostly dry. My socks are not.
Right.
You ever fucking lose your shoes in mud just to never be seen again? It's happened to me.
You know.
Yeah, actually, I went to a lake one year and I was wearing some shitty Crocs and I got in the mud and like it just fucking sucked them off my feet and I never saw them again.
Been there, brother. Dude, this is the kind of content I want to make. Why can't I be this clever? To make some dry-ass British humor out in the woods.
You can be. Yeah, you're not.
I can do it.
Why aren't you?
I should. Don't tempt me, brother.
Do it.
Do it. I'll just fucking do it. God damn.
Dues.
All right, well, with that, we have hit the fucking 2-hour mark, and I think I've got a little more content, but I think I'm saving that for next week is what I'm probably going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about French werewolves.
The beast of whatever the fuck
Beast
it was.
of Gévaudan. It's not exactly right, but it's pretty close. A French man told me that on YouTube when I read it one time. We're getting there, brothers. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. So happy Easter to everybody. Say that one more time.
Happy Easter.
GayApplebees.com, motherfucker. Listen to the podcast. Hit that merch tab. Patreon.com/yakovalive. You want to come hang out in the Discord? Fucking send me a little bit of dough. You know the fucking drill, people. I'm starving over here. What else we got? Fucking Polak. Shill. What can we shill?
I'm working on my shit. It's gonna be out in probably sometime, maybe Wednesday or Thursday this week.
What are you doing? Gardening?
Yeah, I'm gonna show how I'm growing these potatoes, and I've got them going pretty good, and I'm gonna do a little thing on it, and then I'm going to just do some fucking montages. Like I'm gonna get some footage of just me looking over scenic shit on my land and stuff.
That sounds awesome. Anybody else got shit to shill? Well, Polak, tell them what your channel is. You didn't say that.
I have a Patreon up, but not right now. I don't.
What's the channel?
Eventually, I will. It'll be SP's Skinwalker Outdoors.
I'll feature it on my channel soon enough, and we'll have more content. Anybody else got to fucking shill anything? Nobody. Happy Easter, everybody. I will fucking catch you next week. I want to make sure there's nothing important in the chat. And I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Scar, take care, brother. Alan Moore in the poop tent, Dave the Impaler said, bro ain't got no budget for the bow fangs. I don't know what that means. The Tom guy is his slave. Why is Wellington's Gandalf screwing with pixies? Hell yeah. All right. Thank you very much, everybody.